Well, the weather seems cold and yucky. The city's noisy and filled with trucks and vans and cars and shitty people on their way to hell, doing the devil's bidding, as per usual. I need to find some tit cover, because it's not the warmest. And we wouldn't want to have erect nipples, because that would be part of Jesus' plan of shitty salvation. Right. Let's just launch straight into this book written by this Satanist practitioner. And Jesus, does she look like a Satanist? Fucking disgusting cunt. Carol Higgins Clark, the disgusting cunt, zapped. It's a hot, humid July night in New York City. Where were you when the lights went out? A New York City resident for many years, Carol Higgins Clark was there during the blackout of 2003. Not surprisingly, she felt that Reagan and Jack Riley should one day share the experience. Because she's a sick bitch. Know what I'm talking about? Sick cunt. As that begins, the Rileys return home from the summer weekend to the loft in Tribeca. They are in the agonizing process of renovating and expanding. They're looking forward to a quiet supper on their newly acquired rooftop terrace, but it's not meant to be. While Jack goes to pick up Chinese food, Reagan enters their apartment unaware that a nervous thief who preceded her by minutes is hiding in the front closet. A thief who knows about a hidden safe that Reagan and Jack have yet to discover. Minutes later, the blackout strikes and both Rileys are called into action. A new gallery in Soho featuring treasured glass sculptures from all over the world has been burglarized. As head of the NYPD Major Case Squad, Jack oversees several departments. Art theft is one of them. P.I. Reagan hears from her best friend Kit, who is in Manhattan on business. She's been abandoned at a comedy club by a colleague from an insurance convention. Georgina Matheson, who ran out for a cigarette moments before the blackout struck and never came back. Kit gets a call that Georgina is disturbed and dangerous, fueled by her rage at a college boyfriend who dumped her. Georgina seeks revenge on unsuspecting young blonde men. She was last seen getting into a cab outside the club with a tall blonde. Reagan heads the search for Georgina and her potential victim. Meanwhile, Lorraine Lilly, an almost famous actress, returns to New York City the night of the blackout after spending 3 months in England doing a play, and is informed by her estranged husband, Conrad Speckles. It's actually Spreckles. There's an L. Listen to it. Spreckles, silent P, that he'd sold his loft to the next-door neighbours, the Rileys. Lorraine had never told him about the hidden safe she'd had installed in the closet. If she doesn't get back what's in there, she's sure her budding career will be ruined. If she doesn't get back what's in there, she's sure her budding career will be ruined. I don't think that's a good sentence, and it sounds like shit. If she doesn't get back, and surely there's some kind of punctuation that's needed there, what's in there, she's sure her budding career will be ruined, and doesn't make any fucking sense, because it's fucking shit. In Zapped, Clark takes readers on a tour of the city they won't forget and introduces them to a wonderful cast of colourful, eccentric characters whose stories intersect in precarious and often humorous ways during one very dark and hot summer night. Well, I got as far as practically the goddamn fucking blackout. So let's quickly remind ourselves of the shit of this shitty fucking piece of crap. A burst of humid air greeted Lorraine Lilly as she exited the baggage claim area at Kennedy Airport and headed to the taxi stand. That's it, he asked. They lost my luggage. What a surprise, he grunted like a pig. In the back of the cab, Lorraine was grateful to find that at least the air conditioning was functioning at a decent level, like their 12-year-old retarded daughter. Where are you going? Downtown Manhattan, she gave him the address. His only reaction was to vomit in her face. Lorraine reached into her massive vagina and pulled out something. Blah, 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 blah. The conversation about what they're going to do about Lorraine Lilly and Conrad P. Slutty cunt and his shit. And then we get all the way to, because we're running out of time, and then the Reagan and Jack Riley were driving south. Obviously, neither of them could drive. But that's one of those little points. On Manhattan's west side, so they're in California, New York, returning home from a 3-day weekend on Cape Cod. Oh, they've just gone fishing for cod. Neither of them has families because they died. Both families died in a massive car crash where there was a huge atomic explosion. It had been his father's birthday. Oh, I thought the father died in an explosion. That's strange, isn't it? And the clan had got, oh shit, they are either Zulu or Scottish. We're almost there, Jack said with relief. I thought coming back on a Monday. Oh, she came back on Tuesday. I see. Because she didn't have a calendar. But yes, I'm not really sure what the point is. There's no sex, so it's a bit pointless really, isn't it? But okay, I think over the next page we're going to hit the blackout. An unstable, sick fucking Georgina is going to show her true colours. Sounds good. I'll open a bottle of urine and set the table on that new rooftop terrace of ours. It might not be in the best condition yet, but there should be at least a slight breeze coming off that putrid, polluted river. They unloaded themselves into the toilet. Inside the apartment, Reagan turned on all the lights, for no reason other than to waste the power and get a really, really large bill. The smell of plywood and other bodily fluids filled the air. She wandered down the hallway to the new apartment and tripped over one of their kids' toys and broke open her toe, which was already a huge pussy mess of flesh and sores, and fell over and slid down the hallway into the toilet door at the end of the hallway, because they've got about 15 toilets in their apartment. What a mess, she thought as she looked at all the cans and nails and wood and debris and vomited. Hard to believe that it is really going to turn into something beautiful. I'd better open the door to the terrace and get some air in here, she thought, because it smells like cunt. Unclean cunt. She walked to the corner of their spacious living dining room and started up the spiral staircase toward the roof. Then the roof collapsed and she died. She stopped for a moment, frightened, nailed to the spot. and she saw, well, not really anything at all in particular, except another fucking shitty toilet. What was that noise she heard? Nothing, she decided. Regan tightened her grip on her own vagina. Regan tightened her grip on the railing and glanced out the window at the neighbouring buildings and just felt it like a baby bashing her womb on the inside. But it wasn't a baby, it was a food baby. Desperate to come out, and she thought, fuck, if only there were toilets in this apartment. Feeling reassured by the familiar view, she started up again on the top step. She reached for the handle of the metal door that led to the terrace, then froze in place. She does a lot of fucking frozen. One moment she's freezing all over the place. She's fucking frigid. She's spatially frigid. All of the lights had gone out. Regan was standing alone in the pitch dark. New York City had just been hit by a blackout. So thank fucking Christ we've got to the blackout, but it's really quite fucking intense, my darling. Utterly intense. Oh dear. Because, like, the story actually starts, it's really interesting. It's so fucking interesting. It starts on the 14th of July at 9 p.m. And then it's page 3, and we are now at page... Hey, we're at page 8. And obviously that's chapter 1, I assume. Chapter 1. Oh, yes. Oh, Christ Jesus, yes. And so, at chapter 2, the very beginning of chapter 2, which we haven't actually got there yet, but at the, in chapter 2, at page 8, that's the beginning of the consequences of the fucking blackout. The blackout. And I'm going to read that bit about the blackout. I need a dramatic noise. Right. Sounds good. I'll open a bottle of urine and set the table on a new rooftop I'll open a bottle of urine and set the table on that new rooftop terrace. Thank you, darling. There's a pop! Oh, shit, this urine has been brewing for quite some time, isn't it? What does it say on the bottom? What does it say on the front of the bottle? Oh, 1822. Fuck, this fucking urine has been brewing for, about 5 years. Sounds good. I'll open a bottle of wine and set the table on that new rooftop terrace. There. Fuck. Sweet cunt of the Lord Jesus Christ. I just praise you, Jesus. I just praise you for nothing, because you're a cunt, but there we go. Yeah. I might go and search for some fucking urine. Yeah.